Hey there, guys. Today we will be looking at Boulevard Smokestack Collab number 3, Stingo. So this is an English style ale, and it came out a few years back. It's got a batch number best by date of, I think it's February 2012 through March of 2013. So at least 5 years old. Excuse me. Probably, if not more, yeah, more than that. It's got to be at least maybe 6 years old then. Anyway, it's got a description here, and this is a collab they did with Pretty Things, which does not exist anymore. So it's an English ale known as Stingo. It's an arcane style from the 17th century. I'm not familiar with it at all. It says this remarkably complex ale reveals a hint of tartness against a rich, malty backbone or background. Excuse me. So, 8.5% alcohol. So I guess let's check it out. This one's been sitting in my closet for a bit, and who knows what it's going to be like. Way past the best by date by 4 years, over 4 years. So, threw it in the fridge real quick to chill it, and so we'll see what it's like. This beer released before I really got into craft beer, actually. So, as with a lot of these have, honestly. If I can actually open this. There we go. That cork is pretty well in. Anyway, Boulevard is, of course, out of Kansas City, Missouri. They are all over Texas. Not sure if anyone here remembers this beer. I certainly don't. But let's check it out. So it pours out this really deep burgundy, brown-like color. It's got a kind of this light caramel coloring head to it. Nice and frothy. Looks the part of a English ale or an English mild ale, maybe just a hint darker here. But let's check out the aroma on this guy. Definitely getting nice toffee and caramel. There is a hint of this cherry. It's kind of an essence of maybe an unripe cherry. It's slightly, just a hint of acidity, but I wouldn't call it tart or sour, really. Not based on the nose. It really smells a lot like a brown ale. Any of your darker lager beers. Really has that intense kind of toffee caramel maltiness. That's just typical of that style. Still pretty good though. I do like that kind of beer, so let's check out the flavor of this guy. Cheers. It's actually really good. I wasn't sure how this was going to be due to the fact that it's 4 years past the best by date, but I'm not finding anything really wrong with the beer. Maybe on the very, very back end, there is just the slightest hint of oxidation. It kind of has a bit of that stale hop character to it. Just a bit of cardboard, but only on the very, very back end. And it's pretty subtle compared to some of the American barley wines or those higher ABV, higher hopped beers. Not actually getting as much oxidation here on this beer. A lot of the same as the aroma, caramel, toffee. It has a slight Tootsie Roll type character to it as well. Not quite that chocolatey, but it's close to that. When they talk about that hint of tartness, I don't know. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch. I don't know if I'd say there's really any acidity to this beer. I mean, no, it's I wouldn't really classify it as being acidic at all, even if it's a hint of tartness. When we think of hidden tartness, I'm thinking, you know, Berliner Weiss or something with a bit of acidity to it. Maybe some of the American Saisons out there, but I'm not really finding any sort of a acidic quality to the beer at all. But it's not sweet, and it finishes nice and dry. I mean, there's a hint of a sweetness at the beginning, but it really dries out, and it's really pretty nice. It almost has this oakiness to it. It's not barrel-aged or anything, from what I can tell. But just on the back end, it almost feels like the way it dries out, that it actually felt, you know, tastes like it had some sort of oak aging, but it doesn't seem to be, so. Overall, I really like it. Reminds me a lot of just kind of a typical brown ale, although I feel like it's really well done. The malt character is really nice on it. Nice toffee, caramel, a bit of that Tootsie Roll type flavor, bits of chocolate as well. Pretty easy drinking for 8.5. I wouldn't be able to tell this is 8.5. I would think that this was 5 plus. So, yeah, actually better than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy, based on the style, I don't know, it's the only Stingo style beer, I guess. I'm somewhere in between a 4 and a 4.25. So if anybody has any of these, they're still drinking, I guess, pretty well. I don't know how it was fresh, but pretty solid stuff in my opinion. So crack it open if you like brown ales, and that's pretty much it for collaboration number 3, Stingo. So as always, cheers. Hoping to get some more of this, more of my cellar stuff opened up pretty soon. Just kind of get through it. I've been a little bit lazy. Haven't done videos in quite some time. Just had a lot going on and things like that. But try to get through some of these ones that are a little bit lower in ABV. I've got plenty of 11 plus things that I really don't want to drink 25 milliliters of, 25 ounces of, excuse me. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Stingo. So as always, cheers, and I will catch you guys later.